Okay guys, welcome to lesson 3 and our last lesson. So tulikuwa tumefika hapa kwa 2025 and we were growing these cash flows. So when we get to 2026, change that growth rate, okay? Change the growth rate. Maybe you can change it to 2/3 or you can change it to a half. It just depends with how you want to do the analysis, but you have to support it. For example, when you switch it up to 2/3, you support it with Dow's theory. Okay, so you continue to grow the cash flows all the way to 2030 higher. Then you have to discount these cash flows to the present value. So when we are discounting these cash flows for WACC, we will take 1 plus WACC raised to negative n and then multiply it by the values zenye tunapata hapa to get the present value. Alternatively, if you don't want to multiply, you can just change this formula here to utoe the negative part. So kama you want to divide it, you can just change it up. You say 1 plus WACC raised to period n, okay, and you discount it back. So kama tuna work na 2019, we discount it back to 1 year, so n itakuwa 1, 2022 2, like that hadi in the end. Haya, when you are done with that, you get the sum of all the present values, and then when you get this sum, it won't be the intrinsic value, okay, because hizi ni cash flows. So how do we get the intrinsic value? We get the intrinsic value by taking that sum, divide by the number of shares outstanding, and that is how we get the intrinsic value. And then we have to get the value to infinity. Okay, so we are looking for infinity. Hapa sasa tuko infinity, so you get the growth rate to infinity. So unaweza sema according to us, to may assume that the growth rate to infinity will remain the same, or you can just get a random number here to the growth rate to infinity, but support your answer. Okay, as long as you support why you are doing this, why are you using this growth rate to infinity. Kama you have said it will be 15%, support it. Say tumetumia hii according to this model, according to this financial model, and that's why we have that growth rate. Haya, so you'll then take the value yenye utapata hapa FCFF in 2030, okay, in 2030 grow it. Unaona, ugrow hapa sasa, tuko hapa, so uchukue FCFF ya 2030 and then you multiply it by 1 plus the growth rate to infinity. Haya, when you get your answer yenye utapata hapa, you then discount it back to year 10, that is year 2030, and you discount it back using the discounting factor, the discounting rate, either KE if you're working with FCFE or WACC if you're working with FCFF. I hope you have understood. Haya, so when you get that value, you then add it kwa hii sum yenye ulipata hapa juu, unai-add hapo, and then you divide it by the number of shares outstanding, and then you make your conclusions. Okay, you make your conclusions. Unasema if is this share undervalued, is it overvalued, and then you tell kama you are advising somebody if they should buy it or if they should sell it, you give your conclusions. Okay, you give your conclusion. So hapa, let me just show you yenye ishafanywa. You can just see here, they grew it to 5 years, but for us we are going to do it to 10 years because these things are easy. We can do them to 10 years and then to infinity, and then you make your conclusions. Kama hapa amesema, according to the above method, the shares appeared to be undervalued. One should therefore buy shares now. However, it is not appropriate because the cash flows were very irregular. According to your company they were working with, they found that. So you just make your own conclusions. Yeah, so basically that's how we do it, as simple as 1 2 3 ABCD. Higher. So relative valuation techniques, they are very easy. You just need to know the formula, kama ni price to earnings, price to book value, and then all those values you're just going to get them here huko kwa Reuters. All the values mtazipata hapa, and then you make a conclusion. Is this company doing well? Is it not doing well? You make your own conclusions. So yeah, that's the end of this lesson. I hope that you have understood, and in case you have any questions, you can ask me. Thank you.